What's up, amigos? Um, Obviously, I'm at home, not at the gym or right now, but input in the programming, and I'm pretty freaking excited about this. Did you know we were doing Olympic lifting and running? Because that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at, a lot of that type of stuff. And I'm pretty freaking excited. Let's go. That's my excited dance. I just realized I don't know if I've ever even recorded anything at home. So let me show you around first. This is my basement. This is sometimes where I do work. I don't do work here very often, but when I do, it's better than being upstairs where I snack all the time. This is my printer and stuff. Also never gets used, but when I do, it's for a good reason. Laundry, office combination. Oh look, old friend rower. Hopefully eventually I have some flooring down here. And then just off to the left here, just by all these little bookies, got my yoga mat and some CODs. Something to keep me busy. We just cleaned the garage, so there's actually square footage available to walk. It was terrible before that. Look, you can now still buy some wall balls from us. Just bug. This is the basement of the house. This is the garage and the laundry room / office. Then here's where I'm storing all sorts of random stuff and mid projects and paint. So, and then up those stairs is where I go to the kitchen and eat. And then it has a second story where all the bedrooms are. There you go. Welcome to my house. Feels more like home now that there's some gym equipment here. That's a fact. All right, you ready to get busy? We'll talk about some programming now, if that's okay with you. And what we have coming up this week. Let's start with benchmarks. All right, we'll start with benchmarks, and then we'll go to which days have our running and Olympic lifting focus, since that's kind of our big thing. We'll talk about the longer workouts versus shorter workouts, strength work, and gymnastic work. So that's how I'm going to talk about it this week. Benchmarks. All right, Monday and Wednesday, you're gonna see, even I guess even Friday, all have a kind of a benchmark variation here. All right, so Monday you have the 1 mile run. Don't be intimidated. Don't overthink it. It's just a run. You're just gonna go out. You're gonna push yourself for 10 minutes. Not even. I mean by like just kind of like talk yourself into starting the workout by saying like, okay, maybe I'll just go in for a 15-minute pace, even though you know you're capable of 12. But then just by getting the momentum, you give yourself a chance to push yourself a little bit. So Monday, 1 mile run test. And Wednesday, 1 rep max jerk. There's going to be a push jerk or a split jerk, whatever you want. You have plenty of time to do it, so 20 minutes. But then we do see some jerks in the workout also, so don't overextend yourself. Friday, kind of a cool variation of a benchmark here. You have a work up to a 1 rep alternating dumbbell snatch. So dumbbell snatch overhead. You have to switch hands at some point, touch, go to the other side. I'd recommend, yeah. Then you're gonna reduce the weight and work on just cycling 4 reps alternating hands. So kind of a fun one there. All right, so those are your benchmarks. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. How convenient. A lot of you guys like to come on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's like a base schedule. A lot of other people like to come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, which is a good one. But can't avoid those Thursdays. This Thursday is going to be fun. Okay, so what has Olympic lifting and what has running? Well, we see Olympic lifting in Tuesday's workout. Lots of technique work with muscle cleans and clean pulls. Then we see power cleans in the Metcon there. That is a percentage-based power clean in the Metcon. So if you want to work on the Olympic lifting, Tuesday. Wednesday, you got the 1 rep max jerk, and then you have a lot of jerks in the Metcon, dumbbell jerks. And Friday, you have the dumbbell snatch heavy double, 5 sets of 4. And then in the Metcon, it's a 20-minute AMRAP of 1 rep scheme has 12 power snatches in it. The next has 9 power snatches in it. And then the last one has 6 power snatches. So we get to see power cleans and power snatches both from the floor in Tuesday and Friday this week. All right. Friday, I will say, Friday will be the day that you get to work to a little bit heavier with the snatch in the middle of that Metcon. So be here for that one for show. Running. We have running on Monday with the 1 mile run. We have running on Wednesday with the jerks. It's going to be some 50-meter shuttles. And then Saturday, we have a 1K run input into a 35-minute AMRAP. So you'll probably end up running about 3K that day. 3K. That's less than 2 miles. So Olympic lifting and running on those days. What else? Let's talk about the length of the workouts. You have the longer endurance workouts mainly on Thursday and Saturday this week. Saturday is a 35-minute AMRAP, and Thursday is a partner WOD that ends up being 36 minutes long, but there is, or I guess about 33 minutes long, but there is 6 minutes of built-in rest there. So Friday is a 20-minute AMRAP. And then the 1 mile run is pretty sprinty. Tuesday's workout's pretty sprinty, some sprint intervals for 15 minutes. And then Wednesday is working for 2.5 minutes, resting for a minute. So it's going to be an interesting week, to say the least. So I'm just going to list off the top 10 athletes who obviously are showing just very, very consistent attendance into the gym. All right, top 10. Ready? Devin Road at a increase in attendance and averaging about 4 classes per week. Ashley Valentine Also an increase in attendance, averaging about four classes per week. Angela Jotsky, increasing percentage, and now up to 4 classes per week. Luke Deckers, even though he went on vacation, still averaging 4 classes a week with an increased percentage. Mary Beth actually has a slight decrease in percentage of attendance, but still at 4.2 classes per week. Way to go. Emily Nienhaus, same at 4.2 classes per week and increasing by 40%. Emily and Luke, always cool to see couples up there together. You guys are, it's so cool to watch you guys come in every day. And just, not only is you time, but it's you guys time. So doubling down. All right. And Emily, you're in 5th there. So rounding out the top 5. Alberto, increased percentage, averaging 4.8 classes per week. Does that even, I know he makes sure that when he travels, he still likes to sign into the classes and complete the workouts at another gym. And when he does that, he notes his times, he notes what other workout he did that day. So super good use of vacations, utilizing the program, communication of notes. Like, always appreciate that when you do that. Anybody, if you're on vacation, if you have questions about that, basically you just sign into a later class, log your notes right away so the coach knows that you won't actually be at that class. Or you can just add performance. So anyway, top 3 now. Dustin Smith, 4.8 classes per week. And neutral on change of attendance. So just means that's consistent, 4.8. Kurt Flood, boom, back on top here. 2nd here at 56 or 5 classes per week. Kurt always likes to customize his the format of the Metcon, which is always. Oh, we always encourage to kind of personalize it towards your goals if needed, but always cracks me up because he doesn't always communicate it, and we'll be in a 5-round running workout, and we'll be about 2 or 3 rounds in. And I'm like, I haven't seen Kurt. Where's Kurt? He's getting his 2 miles in one way or another, so he puts all the running at the beginning to make sure he gets that volume in. It's so funny. Yeah, just maybe when you do it, talk about your strategy with the coaches. That way we're all know exactly what you're up to. All right, guys, ready? Top attendance in the gym right now. Cody Porter. Getting all sorts of gains. I know that gymnastics is one of the things he is enjoying working on a lot, and it's cool to watch his improvement, but also just dedication to coming in, working on his laptop while working out. Obviously supporting Jess and everything she's got going on with the gym. So way to go. You got a lot going on, but you make it happen. Much appreciated. There's a lot of people right in that 3.8 down to 3 classes per week average. I mean, just below that 10 I just listed, but then we got another big group of people right between the 3 classes per week and 2 classes per week. And then right about the 50 mark, so 50 to 75 is how it's listed in my program. That's where it gets below the 2 and down to about half a class per week. And for that next 25 to 100, so it's up to 100 members so far, there is some at the very bottom who typically are just punch card members, personal training, people who are receiving personal training, and then obviously people who have just kind of fallen off the fitness wagon. Not very many down there in that case, but I mean, if that is you and you're watching this, if you're not getting to the number of classes per week that you want to be at to help get you towards your goals, like, reach out. I'd love to have those conversations. I have several areas in my life that I struggle with consistently, and it's always a little bit of a battle, but let's try to make a goal. And if you need some help with accountability or just need a friend, reach out. There's other people who are cheering for you too. So, all right. Well, I knew I wanted to acknowledge those top attendance athletes in this video, but I did not think I was going to get emotional. So, you guys are awesome. Much appreciated. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you this week in class. Test those benchmarks out. Get motivated. You know, I know we got a new season for a lot of you parents, getting kids back into school rhythms and maybe taking on jobs or balancing a whole other baby on board while this all happens. And I know fitness isn't always going to be number one in your life, or maybe ever going to be a number one in your life, but you yourself needs to be a big priority. I always feel like if you can be your best version of yourself, and you know that is obviously has a baseline of fitness in it, you can give that to others too. And you know, if this is the right season for that stuff to line up, then I'm excited for you. Let's get after it. If you're having a hard time balancing that, I'm still excited for you, because I know that means that your energy is getting put into another area of your life that will blossom because of your hard work. So keep it up. Y'all are so good to me.